Hey, today I'm working on a 1990 Chevrolet pickup truck. We're going to take the doors off of it. I'm in the process of parting this truck out, and I want to show you how we can get that done with one person without hurting the door or yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a rope and I'm going to string it over the rafters here and through the window and get some tension put on it, and hopefully that'll give us enough support to hold the door while we take the door pins out. Alright, now I'm going to leave this one loose so that I can pull on it and increase the tension, so once the door pins come out it won't sag, hopefully. So for the time being I will tie it off right here. Alright, so now we've got this thing successfully held by the rafters, hopefully, and we will continue now taking the door pins off. Alright, we have the door open and the hinges are exposed, and we see the first hinge there. That pin is actually put in from the bottom. Hopefully you can see it. There's a clip on the end of that, so we want to take a screwdriver, take that clip off, and then we should be able to take a hammer and a punch and start to drive that thing out. It's got some splines you can see down at the bottom of the hinge, the splines that are in there so that the pin doesn't move back and forth. And then on the bottom, hopefully you can see, that pin is actually put in through the top. So there's a clip on the bottom of that pin, and we'll want to take it off with a screwdriver as well, and then tap it out from the top. So we'll take the bottom hinge off first, and then we'll come up to the top and do it second. Okay, the pin or the clip fell off, so this is what we're trying to get off. So now that it's off, this thing should come right out. That's one. Before you take the top pin out, there is a door spring on the bottom that you will, of the top hinge, that you will want to take out. As you can see, I forgot to do that, and the top door pin is hitting it, so there's no way you can get it out without taking that spring off first. That spring is obviously a little loaded, so you'll want to be very careful and not let that thing fly out and hit you in the face when you take it off. But you do want to take it out before you try to get the pin out. So let's do that real quick. So I'm just going to take a pry bar here and put it behind the spring and make sure I'm out of the way. And that pulled it off, as you can see there. Alright, so we're going to take our screwdriver, put it in here. I have seen a tool that's got it's flat, got a V cut in it, and that's probably the right tool for the job here. But if you don't have a lot of specialty tools like me, you can just go at it with a screwdriver. Okay, and you're probably going to run out of pry area. The gap is too long, too large, so you just take your hammer. Alright, so you can see that pin, or that clip, finally came off. The pin is exposed and we can take it the rest of the way off. Alright, so we have our door supported here. I am going to take knot, undo it, take this thing so that I can hold pressure, and essentially I'm just going to hold it just like this with one hand. Then I'm going to take my pry bar and we're going to pry that pin the rest of the way out. And there you have it. The door is off. Nobody was harmed in the making of this video. So now we'll just take the rope off. And you do want to be careful. There's probably some extra care I could have taken to make sure that the rubbers, the weather stripping didn't get messed up, but this rope was pretty forgiving, and the seal still looked pretty good. So there we go. Everything's off. The door weighs, I believe, somewhere in the 85-pound range. So before you start moving it too far. You've got a dolly or something with wheels on it, that would be pretty helpful. But I'm just going to move it off to the side here, and we're going to work on the second door.